Hey everyone, it's Tara. Today I will be talking to you about being a raw vegan. Okay, I wanted to talk to you. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry I sound a little snuffly. I held this really cute little baby that had a cold the other day and I caught it. I apologize. But first off, I want to talk to you a little bit about my history in being a vegetarian and vegan and whatever. And so, okay, when I was 12, I went vegan for the first time, and I was really, really skinny. I freaked everyone out because no one knew what a vegan was back then, and I ate a lot of processed foods. I ate a lot of pasta. I did not get adequate nutrition at all, but I thought I was doing a good thing because I wasn't eating animals, which is true, but I wasn't really, serving my body correctly. So one day my mom came home with this huge bucket of chicken. She was like, "You eat this chicken or I'm taking you to the doctor and they're going to stick you with 1,000,000 needles and do all of these tests on you." I was like, "No, please, okay, I'll eat the chicken." And so I ate the chicken and I ate meat for a little while just to appease my mother. But then I was like, "Can I please just go vegetarian?" Because I really didn't like eating meat. I didn't like the idea of it. So she was like, "Okay, fine." So all throughout high school, I went vegetarian, and then right before I went to college, I decided to try going raw. But I was not doing it the proper way. I was eating so many nuts and seeds and 5 avocados a day, which is way too much fat. And so basically the thing with being a raw vegan is if you're eating an abundance of fruit, you can't have that much fat, because if you have too much fat in your body, the fruit will actually raise your blood sugar and it can lead to diabetes and bad things. And so that's why I know when I first heard about the 80-10-10 diet, here is the book, Dr. Douglas Graham. I was kind of I don't really like the way that he talks about fat, because people should just eat, however much they want without worrying about gaining weight. But it actually affects your body. It affects the way that the sugar in the fruit is absorbed and all of this stuff. So learning that really changed my mind about this diet, and being on it has been amazing so far. I feel alive. I have a cold right now, but I mean, I feel awesome. I don't feel sick or anything. I feel like I could go climb a mountain. And so basically I get 80% of my calories from carbs, which are fruit. And so this fruit is amazing and beautiful, and it's in this beautiful little package of soluble fiber, and you eat this, and if you don't have that much fat in your diet, the sugar will absorb slowly into your bloodstream, so you're not having a sugar rush. And this sugar is actually necessary in your body, and it's good for you, and the fruit has benefits, and it's hydrating and amazing. So eat more fruit. And then I get 10% of my calories from protein. So the biggest question I always get is, where do you get your protein from? And so I would like to start off saying that all plant food contains protein. It might be a little bit or it might be a lot, but it contains it. So if you eat an abundance of fruit and then an abundance of salad at night or vegetables, you will be getting enough protein in your body. Excess protein in the body is it's bad because it can lead to digestive disorders, constipation, and protein is very acidic in our bodies. So the protein, I have the hiccups. The protein goes into our body and it's really acidic, and so to counterbalance all the acidity, our body has to release calcium to protect it. And so the calcium comes from our bloodstream, but then our bloodstream has to get calcium back into it to remain normal. So our body leaches calcium from our bones and from our teeth back into our bloodstream. So it actually causes osteoporosis, which is not good. And so protein, you don't need that much. It's actually a lot less than you would think. And the average American gets 30% of its calories from protein. But studies have been shown that Mother's milk only contains 6% calories from protein, and babies need the most protein because main function of protein in the body is actually growth. So we are all adults here, and we don't really need to do a whole lot more growing. So we really don't need that much protein because, yeah, it does. What am I trying to say? Cells in your body, when they die out, you need protein to regenerate them, but you really don't need that much protein to regenerate them. And also, I would like to point out that bodybuilders that eat like hella protein and stuff, protein doesn't actually build muscle. Working out with weights or doing like strengthening yoga or whatever, that's what builds the muscles. So if you eat more protein, it's not necessarily going to make you like bigger, it's just going to cause osteoporosis. So just throwing that out there. Take it how you want it. And then 10% of my calories come from fat. So excess fat in the body is not good, which, you know, it doesn't even sound good. It can lead up to cancer because it reduces the amount of red blood cells in the body if you consume too much fat. It blocks flow of oxygen in the body. It can have an adverse effect on your hormones. Like, so many bad things can happen when you eat too much fat. And also, if you're eating a lot of fat but also a lot of fruit, it can mess with your insulin levels. It's just not a good thing. So the average American diet is about 42% of calories from fat. And then a lot of raw fooders actually kind of exceed that because they eat primarily nuts and seeds and avocados, which makes their diet about 60% of calories from fat. So all the fat that I eat in a day is pretty much about 2 tablespoons of walnuts in my salad at night, and that's it. That's all you need for the day. You can have like a third of an avocado, pretty much just like 2 tablespoons of nuts. There is a little bit of fat in some fruits. Some are more so than others, but those are called overt fats, I think. Maybe they're covert fats. I'm sorry. But one of the fats in the fruit, it's not an excessive amount, so it's not as bad as like eating like concentrated sources of fat. Like nuts have like oils in them, you know. So when you're eating that, oil is 100% fat, by the way. So I don't put olive oil in my salad. I don't consume things with oil in them. It's just unnecessary for our bodies. So that's all the fat that I need, and it's all that I eat. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I had to say about this. Basically, I love being raw, and I think everyone should try it out just to see how they feel. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. And I just want to conclude this video by saying, like, fruit and vegetables are so good for your body, and they have benefits, and they're just awesome. I mean, why would you not want to eat fruit? Fruit is so good, and it comes from the ground. Like, it's so magical to me that you plant this little seed in the ground and it grows this beautiful creation that you're allowed to eat and, like, thrive off of. I just think that's amazing. So I think that, you know, you should eat what serves your body and find out what works best for you, and ask me any questions you have. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I know that this has worked for me and other people, as, like, you know, Fully Raw Christina and the Raw Advantage. So, plus my mom went raw with me, which is really cool because she's, like, loving it, and she's already lost like 7 pounds, and her arthritis is getting better, and she feels amazing. So you should try it out. Let me know if you have any questions. You can ask on here or my Tumblr, which is veggiesandtea.tumblr.com. And that's all I have to say. And I am making a new yoga video really, really soon. I have my sequence planned out. I just gotta record it. Okay.